Good day everyone. So today we are going to tackle about the statement of changes in equity. So what is statement of changes in equity? A statement of change in equity, also referred to as statement of retained earnings, is a business financial statement that measures the changes in owner's equity throughout a specific accounting period. So let's have a game. So as you can see in the picture, there are a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, an ice turning into water, and a plane turning into a paper craft, and a paper turning into fire. So, any guess? Very good. Changes. Next, we have here a paper and a pen, and there are text under or inside the paper. Any guess? That's right, statements. Last one, we have here, as we can see, there's an owner, there is a money. Any guess? Correct, equity. So, on the next slide, we are going to see the word bank. Equity. So what is equity? Equity is a capital, is the residual interest of the owners in the assets after considering all the liabilities. Next, initial investments. It is the very first investments of the owner to the company. Next, additional investment. Additional investment by the owner that increases the owner's equity. And last, distribution of income. When a company is organized as a corporation, owners called shareholders do not decrease equity by the way of withdrawal. Instead, the corporation distributes the income to the shareholders based on the shares that they have, percentage of ownership of the company. Okay, moving forward, we have here the statement of changes in equity. It shows the changes in equity due to contributions, owner's withdrawal, net income, and net loss. All changes, whether increases or decreases to the owner's interest on the company during the period, are reported here. This statement is prepared prior to preparation of the statement of financial position to be able to obtain the ending balance of the equity to be used in the SFP. So we have here the forms of businesses. We have here the three forms of business, which is sole proprietorship. It is a form of business that is owned and managed by an individual. Partnership. It is an entity whose assets, liabilities, income, expenses are centered or owned by two or more persons. Last, corporation. It is a business owned by many shareholders and ownership is expressed in terms of shares of stocks. On this next slide, we are going to focus on different parts of the statement of changes in equity. So, on the first part, we have the heading. Under the heading, it consists of name of the company, name of the statement you are going to prepare, date of preparation, emphasize the wording for the, and next, we have increases to equity. Under it is net income for the year and its additional investment. And next, decreases to equity. Under it, net loss for the year and withdrawals by the owner.
Now, let's proceed to the steps in preparing the statement of changes in equity. Number one is to gather the needed information, and we can find those information on the adjusted trial balance. So, according to the example, let me treasure you laundry shop, adjusted trial balance December 31, 2018. The total debit and credit is 59,370. The second step is to prepare the heading. It consists of 3 lines. The first line is the name of the company. So, according to our example, let me treasure you laundry shop is the name of the company. The second line consists of the title of the report, which is the statement of changes in equity. In the third line is the date. We need to emphasize the word for the month or year or period ended. So in our example, for the year ended December 31, 2019. Step number 3 is to report the capital at the beginning of the period. So according to our example right here, the Let Me Treasure Laundry Shop, Mr. Bang, which is the owner of the business, has the initial or the beginning capital of 28,200, which we can find in adjusted trial balance of 2018. The next step is to add additional contributions. In our example right here, Mr. Bang added 50,000 of additional investment for the year 2019.
Step 5. Add net income. Let's just add the additional investment and net income. 50,000 plus 20,000 is equal to 70,000 pesos. And then let's just add it to Mr. Bank Capital, which is 28,200 plus 70,000 with a total of 98,200. So that's the total net income. Step 6. Deduct owner's withdrawal or net loss if there's any. So there's a given amount here, the last withdrawals, which is 3,900 pesos. Step 7. Compute for the ending capital balance. Let's just subtract the total and the owner's withdrawal, which is 98,200 minus 3,900. So the ending capital balance will be 94,300 pesos.
Problem number 1, JSCEP company, a sole proprietorship grading business owned by Camila Perez, has been operating successfully for the years now. The capital of the owner at the start of accounting period, December 1, 2020, amounted to 3,687,294. During the year, the owner decided to raise the capital balance by 500 worth of additional investment of cash. The entity enjoyed previous sales of reported net income in the income statement amounting to 687,294. The owner, however, withdrew 60,000 cash for a personal emergency purpose. No other equity activities have been noted during the year. Prepare the entity statement of changes in equity for the year ended November 31, 2021. We must first arrange the heading. After that, report the capital, which is 3,687,294. Next is to add all the contributions, and we have here the additional investment made by the owner, and net income amounted to 687,294. And then finally, we have compute for the total. Next step is to deduct the owner's withdrawals amounted to 60,000. Finally, after arranging all the account titles, we will compute the company's ending capital for the year ended November 31, 2021. The ending capital of JSCEP company is 4,814,588.
Problem number 2. Owner John invests an initial capital amounting 100,000 pesos in order to put up his business. During the first year operation 2018, the company had loss of 35,000 pesos. Because of this, John invests additional capital amounting to 80,000 pesos in 2019. In the second year, 2019, the company had a net income of 150,000 pesos and John withdrew 25,000 pesos for personal use. Compute for the ending balance of John for the year of 2019. Based on the problem, makikita nyo na may dalawang year na binigay at nangyayari ito kapag bago pa lang daw ang isang business at mapapansin nyo sa unang year ng operation ay wala pang net income. Ibig sabihin lang nito ay ang 2 year na binigay sa problem na 2018 at 2019 ay yan yung gagamitin computation para marating sa ending balance ni John sa 2019. Unang gagawin ay ilalagay muna natin yung heading. Ano nga ba ang nauuna sa heading? Ang nauuna dito ay yung name of the company, which is John Business. Pangalawa is name of the statement, which is statement of change in equity. And pangatlo, yung date of preparation, which is for the year ended of 2019. Kapag naayos mo na yung heading, ang unang gagawin ay yung beginning capital ni John noong 2018, which is 100,000 pesos para sa pagpapatayo niya ng business. Pangalawa, base sa problem number 2, nakalagay din dito na naka-experience siya ng net loss, which is 35,000 pesos. Kung mapapansin nyo, na-move na agad si year 2019. Nasaan na yung capital ending nung 2018? Kasi ganito yan. Yung nakaraang accounting period, yun pa rin yung gagamitin bilang beginning capital doon sa susunod na accounting period. Pero based on the problem, ay magpo-focus lang tayo sa ending year of 2019 dahil yun yung hinahanap. Kaya ang gagamitin nating ending capital nung nakaraang period ay yun din yung gagamitin natin para sa beginning capital. Para makuha yun, ay ima-minus lang yung capital at net loss at makakakuha tayo ng 65,000 pesos. Next ay nagkaroon na siya ng net income in 2019 na 150,000 pesos at additional investment na 80,000 pesos. Ngayon, ang gagawin ay ipag-a-add lang si 150,000 pesos at 80,000 pesos, which is ang kakalabasan ay 230,000 pesos. At ang susunod naman ay yung subtotal. Para makuha naman yung subtotal, kailangan lang i-add ulit yung beginning capital at yung nakuha sa net income at additional investment, at ang kakalabasan niya is 295,000 pesos. Tapos ay ibabawas lang ang withdrawal, which is 25,000 pesos para makuha natin yung ending capital ni John para sa year 2019, which ang result ay 270,000 pesos. Ang year ending balance na hinahanap ni John para sa taon na 2019 ay 270,000 pesos. So ayun lang. I hope you learn